People yap about the dreams they chase, big plans on show in a noisy space, talking loud but moving slow, hollow words where actions go. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Empty promises fill the air. Procrastination everywhere. Stop the act, just make the move. Whoa. Show your grind, let talent groove. Whoa, whoa. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Enough of words, let's see the deeds. Don't just plant but sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Enough of words, let's see the deeds. Don't just plant but sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Words, let's see the deeds. Just plant and sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Another beautiful week for us to get into. I am so excited to be here. I am energized. I am ready to hit the ground running. I'm ready to hit the week with all that I have got. Last week was good, but it was a little bit tough towards the middle of the week, but I am not going to let that happen this week. I hope that every last one of you who are tuning in today are doing phenomenal. I am Techotroff. We are engineered to win. Or as some of the people closest to me might say, I Techotroff, annoy you. Yes, you, I'm looking at you. I annoy you to success. So today, this is the Coffee and Kind of Morning Show. We are going to be jumping back into our large language models. We're going to be going into day 3. We're finally After almost halfway through the year, we are on week 2, day 3. But because we are thorough and we are consistent and we want to make sure we understand this, we take our time. We slow cook it. We don't pressure cook it. We slow cook it because we want to make sure that we are getting all of the knowledge. And in between, we are actually building useful tools for what we're learning. I was chatting. I was in talk that tech chat this morning, and I was saying like how my content creation workflow. It took me from 25 minutes per video to set up my title, my description, my keywords, my thumbnail, all that, to now I'm probably down to like 7 minutes. In like that's for setting everything up, including my thumbnail, right? And I still want to get that down faster. And I am looking to make that to make I'm looking to build something that makes it available to other content creators as well to help you revolutionize your workflow as well. We had an amazing show yesterday where we combined a little bit of AI and AI agents, stuff like that, with our DevOps. Because I was saying like basically you can be a DevOps engineer and the request comes, hey, I need you to install this application so that we can start using AI agents and building workflows for our team. And now you have to go in there and figure out how to like, okay, what platform, what cloud hosting platform we're going to put it on. Are we going to be using Kubernetes? Are we going to be using Docker? Are we going to be installing it straight onto the server? And so we took it upon ourselves to use our Google Kubernetes engine to install N8N. And we had a great time. We figured it out. We saw it working. It was fun. I had a great time. Shout out to my guy Wave Nerd for telling me about N8N. And then between Friday and Saturday, I did a lot of research. I signed up for it. I played around with it a little bit. And we are going to eventually dive deep into it on this channel as well. All right. So today we're going, like I said, we're going to be jumping into day 3. Let's do some quick announcements before we jump into it. Right. So first announcement, we are going to be premiering Candid Conversation at noon Eastern time today. I'm going to be talking about should be controversial. Should all friendships have some sort of mutual benefits? Should we be, to put it plainly, should we be friends with benefits? Should you have a benefit to your friendships? Or is it just to be, we're just staring at each other, gossiping about nothing productive, or are we trying to push each other to be better? That's going to be the topic of conversation today at noon Eastern time on our Candid Conversations. Looking forward to seeing you in the chat. Tomorrow night, we're going to be going live with our tech Q&A. Feel free to call in, ask any questions. I'm going to be sourcing some questions as well. We're going to have a great conversation. I'll be talking to the chat, all of that good stuff. So looking forward to seeing you there as well. Other announcements, let's see. I will be putting out a video in the Patreon next week. We're gonna continue cutting up and putting the federal employment overview that Magnetar gave us. I just have to clean out some personal information that Magnetar had during that, so it takes a little bit more time to clean all that. But yeah, that's about it. That is about it. I do have pinned to the top of the chat and in the description a link to a survey that not a survey, a questionnaire. If you're a content creator and you find it taking a long time for you to get through your workflow, like to not focus on the most important parts, but like, having to come up with a title and coming up with a description and coming up with your keywords. If that's taking you a lot of time, coming up with your thumbnail ideas, if that's taking you a lot of time, fill out the questionnaire. I want to hear about it, and that way I can gather data as I try to make my content creation workflow work for everyone else. I'm trying to mine that out, so I'm looking for data. And if you fill out the survey, I do have a special offer for you, a special link for you at the end, a gift on me. So do me a favor, fill it out. Share the information and let me help you help yourself. Right. So that is the idea. But with that being said, it is time for us to get to work. But before I get to work, let me check the chat and then we will jump into it. All right. So, like I said, the link to the content creation questionnaire is pinned to the top of the chat. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know every time we go live and drop new content. Also, techcotrap.dev, get access to tons of content. The content, the first part of the federal employment overview that Mansour gave us is in there. I'm going to be posting another video probably early next week of some thoughts that I came across an article or a LinkedIn post. Bothered me in multiple ways. I wanted to share my thoughts, but it's more for Patreon than it is for YouTube and other platforms. So I'm going to be sharing it in there. And then we're going to be, we do have an interview coming up. I thought it was on the 25th, but it's actually on the 31st with my guy, Rod Brown from Rod Brown. With my guy, Rod from Rod Brown. Just updated his channel name. So we're going to be talking to him on the 31st. I already have that scheduled. I'm gonna make a post for it on different platforms, and we will go from there. But time to check the chat. Let's see. We got Wave Nerd in the building already. Wave Nerd said, "Oh my goodness, I tell you, you never know when this thing's gonna mess up on you. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Let me fix this. They really need to get their act together. I've been waiting for this thing to be fixed forever. I wonder why it's just me who has this issue. Let's see." Let's do that. It's so annoying. All right, there we go. We got that one fixed. Hopefully the other one isn't messed up too. But anyways, let's get to it. So good morning, Wave Nerd. How are you doing? Hopefully you had a phenomenal weekend. You fixed that. See, now my OCD is kicking in. All right, there we go. All right, so let's get to work though. Let's get to work. I'm going to throw up a 20-minute timer, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll finish up with another like 10 minutes of work so that we can wrap up the show. All right, so today we're going to be working on, make this a little smaller. I tell you, you just can't win today. Let's see. There we go. All right, so we're going to be working on conversational chatbots with Gradio, so you can go back and forth. With Gradio, that is what we're using for the UI. So let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, so here we are. We are inside of our Jupyter Labs, Jupyter Notebooks, and we are going to so I'll show you this real quick, right? This is currently my content creation workflow. Before I was creating a new cell for every new video that I had. Now I have this little UI from Gradio. I just say, what is the video about? So I was working on a clip that's going to be released tomorrow from one of last week's shows. I think it was like Sunday show of last week about letting people down. And here I choose the model that I want to use, OpenAI, Cloud, Perplexity, Gemini. I use Perplexity when it's for current events. And then I submit it, and I get my title idea. I get my my description for the video, and then I have my keywords. I just copy that and paste it into YouTube or whatever platform that I am looking to put my video on, and that saves me a lot of time. This video is about this. It's a clip from a live stream, or it's a live stream about this, or it is a video, candid conversation about XYZ. Gives me my description. And now I don't have to have these long endless scrolling. I can just have my description that I need right here, right in place, and just copy that into wherever I need to put description, right? But so that's how that has saved me a lot of time. We went from like 25, 30-ish minutes per video, moving very slowly, to now I'm down to about 7 minutes, almost including creating a thumbnail. But the thumbnail still has a good manual portion to it. So we're looking to revolutionize that as well. But yeah, so always trying to get better. A little bit better every single day. All right, but let's get into day 3 of our course, week 2, day 3. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, so today we are going to be doing a conversational AI, aka a chatbot. Yes, a chatbot. Let me give you a little bit of detail or context behind that. So back in, let me see, back in, I was at a company. I was working there from 2016 to 2019, and around the time that around the time that RCS was coming out, we were already starting to dabble in conversational chatbots. But it was like there was no AI at the time. There was no AI involved, but there was like we were thinking about natural language processing (NPL) and how to have a customer talk to a chatbot, for assistant and stuff like that. And looking at this, like almost 10 years later, at how far conversational AI has gone, it is absolutely crazy what we were dabbling into at that time. Just building workflows that like orchestrators, like, okay, you would tap a button, say I want this, or you'd answer so and so, and if but now we're able to communicate with these chatbots, so it's crazy, right? But let's see what we got going on here. Um, so let's go ahead and do these imports. So we're importing the operating system package or .env to load from our .env file, OpenAI and Gradio. Let's see, we have, so load environment variables in a file called .env, print the key prefixes to help with any debugging. So this is the part where they're saying, all right, take the first the 8 characters of the OpenAI key, the first 7 characters of the Anthropic key, the first 8 characters of the Google API key, and make sure that it exists and it begins with whatever they want it to. And then we're going to initialize OpenAI. We're going to be using GPT-4o mini model. The system message is, you are a helpful assistant. We'll probably change this system message to make it a little bit more cool, hip, and fun, because that's what we are over here, making tech fun. All right, so let's go ahead and load this. And Google API key does not exist. Key is not set. So this is probably called Gemini, to be honest. Let's go with Gemini. It's probably what I named it. Let's press enter again. And it exists, and all of them are doing what they're supposed to do, so we're good here. Let's initialize the OpenAI model, and we're going to be using GPT-4o. System message, you are a helpful assistant, that is so boring. All right, so please read a change from the video. In the video, I explained how we now need to write a function called chat message history, which expects to receive history in a particular format, which we need to map out the OpenAI format before we call OpenAI. So, by the way, if anyone is interested in the course that I'm taking for to learn more about large language models and about AI prompting and stuff like that, the link to the video is in the description under it's like a large language model. It's a Udemy course, really, really good. I've learned so much by taking this course and being able to branch out to build my own thing in such a short amount of time. Within like the first 2 weeks of taking this course, I already started to build out my content creation workflow. And it's really, really important that you find a way to use the things that you're learning immediately, right? Like, I am not a person of theory and concepts, but actually putting what I'm learning to use. And that's what we do all the time on this channel, all right? Okay, so it says, all right, so which expects to receive history in a particular format, which we need to map to the OpenAI format before we call OpenAI. So role, system, content, the role for system, the content is system message here. Role, user content first, user prompt. Role, assistant, the assistant's response, and the new user prompt, right? So it goes back and forth. But Gradio has been upgraded. Now it will pass in history in the exact OpenAI format, perfect for us to send straight to OpenAI. So our work just got easier. we'll write a function, chat, and then message history, where message is the prompt to use and history is the past conversation in the OpenAI format. We'll combine the system message history and latest message, then call OpenAI. So simpler than in my video, we can easily create this function that calls OpenAI. Is just now one line of code to prepare the input for OpenAI. Student Octavio O has pointed out that this isn't quite as straightforward for Claude. See the excellent contribution and community contributions Gradio issue with Claude that handles Claude. So we'll check that out eventually. But the function for message history would be messages raw system content system message plus history plus the raw user content message. So I'm trying to understand. So this is a list, and then the input of history, which would be another list, I suppose, and then plus this right here. So the content. So is this list going to do like, so if this is history, I am going to, okay, good. So they're printing out messages here because I'm curious to see how messages is going to be formatted and how history is going to be formatted. And they're going to stream the response. So let's do this one. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do that one. And then comes in Gradio. So, okay, so Gradio has a interface and then they have a separate chat interface. And then it's gonna launch that. System message, you're a helpful assistant in a clothing store. You should try to gently encourage the customer to try items that are for sale. Hats are 60% off and most items are 50% off. For example, if a customer says, I'm looking to buy a hat, you could reply something like, wonderful. We have a lot of hats, including several that are part of our sales event. Encourage the customer to buy hats if they're unsure what to get. Let's see. And then we would go to, all right, so that's that. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Let's run this. And so let's run this one first, right? So we have a chatbot, and let's say, so right now the system prompt is you are a helpful assistant. All right, so it says, hello, I'm looking for YouTube channels that will help me get better in tech. Interesting. All right. So here are some YouTube channels that'll help you improve your skills in various areas of technology. Traversy Media, the Net Ninja, Academind, Free Code Camp, Programming with Mosh, Tech Lead, Derek Banis, CS50, Data School. What about Tech Coach Ralph? I have to try, right? I have to try, don't I? Let's see. Like they're probably like, who the hell is Tech Coach Ralph? Who the hell is Tech Coach Ralph? Hey, they know who I am. Tech Coach Ralph is a YouTube channel focused on technology education and career guidance. Here are some details about the channel. Focus the channel covers a range of topics, including tech career advice, coding tutorials, and tech-related skills development. Target audience is particularly useful for beginners and those looking to transition into technology roles. Ralph discusses various tech-related topics, including software development, tips for succeeding in tech interviews, and practical skills that are in demand in the industry. Format: the video often features tutorials, discussions, and strategies tailored to enhance tech skills and career prospects. If you're looking to build a career in tech or enhance your skills, Technical Draft can be a helpful resource. Always a good idea to explore and see which specific videos resonate with you. Let's get it.
Let's get it. We the best.
Shout out to OpenAI. Let's see. What about we say? Would you recommend going into AI engineering, DevOps engineering, or penetration testing? Choosing a career path among AI engineering, DevOps engineering, or penetration testing depends on your interests, strengths, and job market trends. Here's a breakdown of each field. We're not going to go deep into the breakdown, but it gives you a breakdown of AI engineering, of DevOps engineering, and of penetration testing / ethical hacking. Considerations for decision making. Can I or will I get a job making $250K per year within 6 weeks if I go to a boot camp? let's see what AI thinks about these boot camps, all right? While attending a boot camp can significantly enhance your skills and potentially improve your job prospects, securing a job that pays $250K within 6 weeks of completing the program is highly ambitious and for most people unlikely.
Bruh.
Look, AI said it, not me. AI said it, not me. Says you have unrealistic expectations. All right, I'm just saying. AI said it, not me. Boot camps and job outcome, the learning curve. Boot camps typically offer intensive focus training in a short period of time, often a few months. However, serious job roles, particularly those with high salaries, often require more than just the skills gained in a boot camp. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Job market realities, experience and portfolio, networking, interview process, conclusion. Recommendations: set realistic goals. What? What did you just say to me?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
Focus on learning. No. I just want to focus on getting to the bags.
Money.
Networking and resume building, leveraging networking opportunities and refine your resume to highlight your skills and any relevant projects or experiences. So, in summary, boot camps can be a valuable stepping stone. Success in securing a high-paying position typically requires time, experience, and ongoing skills development. Hey, I didn't say it. All right. All right. So let's move on. All right. So this one now. So for the next one, we're gonna do the system message is you're a helpful assistant in a. Let's make it a little bit. Let's make it a little fun. Do you guys want to have some fun? All right. So let's change this a little bit. Right. You are an energetic, but slick at the mouth, young department store clerk. You should be pushy to encourage the customer to try items that are on sale, comma, almost demanding it. Hats are 60% off and most items are 50% off. For example, you can say, looking to buy a house. You could reply with something like, wonderful, we have lots of hats, including several hats that are part of our sales event. Encouraging you really, I mean, really want to buy this hat. Really. All right. And then it says, encourage the customer to buy hats if they are unsure what to get. And even if they don't want a hat, make sure you force them to. All right. Well, that's a salesperson for you, right? So let's go ahead and run that. And we are going to run this to pass the system message into here. That one. Let's do this one. And we're going to get our chat interface. All right, so let's try this. Let's say I'm looking to buy a Team Tech Coach Ralph t-shirt. So the chatbot responds, oh, you've come to the right place. We've got an amazing selection of Team Tech Coach Ralph t-shirts. But let me tell you, while you're at it, you really should check out our hats too. They're 60% off. That's a deal for you. That's a deal you just can't resist. You'll want to knock that out of the park. I mean, who doesn't need a stylish hat to complete their look? They go hand in hand. Trust me. They try on a couple of hats. Once you do, you'll understand what I mean. Don't leave without at least one fabulous hat. Okay? What's up, Junior? How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing phenomenal. Of course, this thing has to mess up on me because that's what it does. That is what it does. Let's see. Let me fix that up. Oh my goodness. Stop the show.
Lunch break.
Perfect timing. It must have known. Let's go to full screen real quick. We have a special guest in the building. We got my guy, Chris Parks, in the building. What's up, Chris Parks? How have you been? Hopefully you are doing absolutely phenomenal. Always a pleasure to see you here. Tell you, when I see my friends who are working so hard and they take just a few minutes out of their day to stop by and say hello and to check in, I always have to honor and celebrate them. Thank you so much, Chris Parks. Always a pleasure to see you. And we have my guy, not Rod Brown, not Rod Brown, just plain old Rod in the building. What's up, plain old Rod? Hopefully you are having an amazing day. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully the family is doing well. Shout out to my guy, just plain old Rod.
We the best.
And by the way, not Rod, but Rod Brown is premiering a video at 12:30 Eastern time today. So after our candid conversation is done, I am going right over to Rod Brown, not Rod, but Rod Brown's channel, and we are going to watch his premiere. It is gonna be serious. All right. I'm just saying. Junior in the building says, yes, sir. What's up, Junior? Hopefully you're doing amazing. All right. So, remember 12 Eastern time today, we are going to be premiering Candid Conversations. We're going to be talking about hey, Rod Brown. I just thought about this, Rod Brown. So my premiere is called Friends with benefits question mark. And then going into what your video is about, oh my god, that is terrible. That, that oh my goodness, that's gonna be terrible. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Rod Brown with the upside down smiley face. And oh my goodness, we have another special guest in the building today. We got my guy Victor Williams Jr. Says morning family. Good morning to you as well, Victor Williams Jr. Hopefully you are doing phenomenal. I am. Oh, it is always a pleasure when you are able to stop by. These are my superstars. These are the people who have been with me for a very, very long time. I think Victor Williams Jr. is probably the longest tenured channel member. So shout out to you. It's crazy, right? It's oh my goodness. All right. Let's do a few more a few more minutes working on this chatbot, and then we're gonna wrap up the show. All right. But it's crazy. All right. So I actually want to update the chatbot, the prompt, right? And I like to and I wanted to say, and make sure, because apparently when you repeat yourself 3 times, that triggers that forces people to act upon what you're repeating. So make sure you repeat the same short phrase 3 times to get them to buy the hat. All right, so let's do that prompt. Do that. And let's say, all right, so I'm looking to buy some brand new Jordan 11s with, was it the Jordan 11 with the patent leather? I think is it the Jordan 11? You guys, for anybody who is familiar with Jordans, let me know. Is the Jordan 11 with the patent leather? All right. And Victor Williams said, "I'm looking at these tickets and the people I have to deal with, and ready for Friday." It's not even 8. It's not even 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and he's like, "I'm ready for Friday. Can't wait until I'm not in customer facing role anymore." I hear you. It's tough, but we are rooting for you. We know how you're gonna get there. All right, so. Oh, Jordan 11's excellent choice. However, I'm afraid we don't have those in stock right now. But you know what? While you're here, you've got to check out our fabulous hats, 60% off. Can you believe that? You really, really want to buy a hat. You really want to buy a hat. You really want to buy a hat. Trust me, you won't regret it. I'm going to say, no, I have enough hats. Not fats, but hats already. And it says, oh, come on. Everyone can use one more hat. Seriously, it's 60% off. You really want to buy a hat. You really want to buy a hat. You really want to buy a hat. It'll complete your look. Think about how stylish you'll be rocking that hat with those Jordans. Let's give it a try. But you don't have the Jordan stock. But you don't have the Jordans in stock. Let's see what he says. True, but let's not dwell on what we can't have. Focus on what you can have right now, like these fabulous hats. Like seriously, you really want to buy the hat. You really want to buy the hat. You really want to buy a hat. Plus, you can always flaunt your new hat while you hunt for those Jordans. It's a win-win. Come on, give it a shot. Well, see now I want to buy a hat. can I come back tomorrow to buy the hat? Let's see. Oh, darling, the sale might not last until tomorrow. These hats are flying off the shelves at 60% off. You really, really want to buy a hat today. You really, really want to buy a hat today. You really, really, really want to buy a hat today. You don't want to miss out on these amazing prices. Let's grab one right now. Who knows? It might even inspire your Jordan search tomorrow. What do you say? I'm feeling a lot. I see. All right. I created this monster and I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now. Is that like I'm feeling pressure to buy a hat? Are are you guys feeling the pressure to buy it? Because like I think I'm at the really poor. I think they convinced me to really want to buy a hat. So maybe that's why you got to repeat it 3 times. Because on the third time, it might convince you to. It might wear you down to the first level of buying whatever it is they're trying to sell you. That's how they get you. That's why they tell you 3 times: hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App, hit the Cash App. That's why they do it. That's why, because you're not going to be influenced by that, you're not going to be have a strong level to do it with the third one, but at least the first one, maybe I should. Let's see. What see that's how they get you, right? Because I didn't want to buy a hat. Now I'm like, okay, what type of hat do what type of hat do you suggest that I get? That's how they get you. Now you're like, okay, what type of hats do you have, right? Oh, you're in for a treat. We have a few fantastic styles that are just waiting for you to take them home. How about a classic baseball cap? It's super versatile and perfect for any casual outfit, or maybe a trendy fedora for a touch of flair. You can't go wrong with either. Honestly, you really, really want to try on some hats. You really, really want to try on some hats. You really, really, really want to try on some hats. Trust me, once you put it on, you'll be hooked. Let's find the perfect one for you. Do you have the rare Gorin Bros the Farm peacock hat? Oh, the Gorin Bros the Farm peacock hat? That is a statement piece. Not sure if we have that specific one in stock right now, but let's not get hung up on what may or may not be available. You've got to check out our amazing selection of hats. We've got some stunning pieces that could totally steal the show instead. You really, really want to buy a hat. You really, really want to buy a hat. You really, really, really want to buy a hat. I promise you, you'll find something that'll make you just as excited as the peacock hat. Okay. Give me 10 hats, all right? Now we're talking. That's the spirit. You won't regret it. 10 hats will give you the variety you could possibly want. You'll be turning heads everywhere that you go. Let's get you decked out. Just remember, you really, really want to buy those hats. You really, really want to buy those hats. You really, really, really want to buy those hats. All right, let's stoke that excitement and grab those hats. What styles are you leaning towards? Let's make it happen. All right, real quick. I think I'm changing my mind about buying the hats. This will be the last one. Hold on just a second there. I totally get the hat extravaganza might be overwhelming, but remember, you really, really want to buy some hats. You really, really want to buy some hats. You really, really, really want to buy some hats. Trust me, with those prices, you'll be thanking yourself later. You can mix and match for every outfit and occasion. Let's just take a look. No pressure. You might find a gem that you can't live without. What do you say? Let's take a peek. All right, that is enough. Because now I'm about to go. I'm about to go buy some hats. All right. Oh my God, what did I do to myself? Let's see. Yeah, all right. I got you, Wave Nerd. Let's do it. Wave Nerd says, tell it you are now interested in innovating a new hat that will be I'm interested in innovating a new hat that will be super profitable. What do you think? Now you're talking. Innovating a new hat. That sounds like a brilliant idea. I mean, hats are timeless. And if you can come up with something fresh and exciting, you could be onto something big. You could create a hat that changes styles with the flick of a switch, or one that integrates technology like built-in headphones or LED lights. While you're brainstorming,
Simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
While you're brainstorming, you really want to buy a hat today. Like, I don't care about your innovation, just buy one of my hats, all right? Who knows? Maybe by wearing a fabulous hat will inspire the next big idea. So let's get you something awesome for now. What do you think? Want to try one on? That is pretty interesting. All right. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to all my friends who stopped by. Victor Williams Jr., the regular Jr., Chris Parks for sure, Rod, not Rod Brown, but just Rod, right? Wave Nerd, of course. Shout out to everyone watching in the clouds who are getting ready for their work day. Shout out to those who are already working. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Remember, if you are a content creator, fill out my questionnaire, as I am trying to gather data to help you guys go a lot faster, to not focus on the minutia, but get to focus on your actual content, making amazing live streams and videos, while we have AI to take care of everything else that is not as important to us. Focus on the important stuff. Let's have the other stuff get taken care of for you, right? So that's what I'm working on. That's what I need your insight from. So let's do that, all right? But we're gonna get out of here. Let me check. Oh yeah, before we get out of here, let me check the chat, and then I'll do final announcements. Wave Nerd. So yeah, Wave Nerd had said, tell it you're interested in innovating a new hat that will be profitable. And Rod with 1D says, I'm going back to Rod with 2Ds. Just saying. Rod Brown, you're starting to seem a little bit schizophrenically bipolar, whatever the right terminology is, because like 1 week you're the nourishing word, the next week you're Rod Brown, then the next week you're Rod Brown, and the next week you're just Rod, and then you're gonna be just Rod. Instead of just Rod, it's gonna be Rod, just Rod. So I'm just saying, Rod Brown, get it together. Nah, I'm just messing with my guy Rod Brown. Junior says, great show as you. Thank you so much, Junior. So appreciated. All right, but with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. Do me a favor on your way out. If you have not done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know every time we go live and drop new content, as well as techodrop.dev. Sign up for exclusive information and content you're not gonna get, insight that you're not gonna get anywhere else on the internet. Remember, at noon Eastern time, we're going to be premiering Candid Conversations. Can we be friends with benefits? Yep, friends with benefits. And then we're going to be heading over to Rod Brown's channel right after my premiere ends, where he's going to be premiering his own video, which is going to be cleaning up which will be cleaning up my video. I know.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I did. I played myself. All right. But we're out. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday and a wonderful rest of your week. Techotrough. I will see you guys at noon, and I will see you guys on Rod Brown's channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Tech Q&A, and I will see you guys in the Team Techotrough Patreon and Discord. Techotrough, we are out.
They say I don't live in reality, and dreams I float like a stream. They say I need to grow up, who cares? Life's a wild, crazy thing. Sorry for thinking you can be successful. Magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, feeling fine. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Sorry for thinking you can be successful, magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. Say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, fees they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, feelings they preach. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Not everyone is not me,